My name is Amy McDonald.
My name is Jason McDonald.
And we have a son with autism. First year of his life, we couldn't have asked for a better baby. He started crawling, his normal milestone. He was walking at 13 months. He started making the sounds and cooing, and all of that stuff was normal. He started to progress past a year, and his speech never developed. When the test came back and said he's definitely speech delayed, he's definitely got some developmental delay, then they said we'll go ahead and give him the therapies and start him in. Let's start it now and let's see how he progresses within the next 2 to 3 months. And I said, great, let's do it. When they say that, you're kind of taken aback, but in the same respect, you're like, oh, well, you know, he's just a little behind, just like his speech is a little behind.
I was certainly through the beginning phases of the process in denial. I mean, love is blinding sometimes.
After 3 months of therapy, the developmental therapist came to me and she said, I don't know if he's progressing as quickly as he should be. That was the first time anyone had ever told me about autism as far as in regards to our son.
My name is Chelsea Johnson.
My name is Derek Johnson.
And we have a son with autism. When he was born, that day, of course, was so exciting.
Yeah,
he was the perfect little boy, no problems. And then around 2 years old, we started noticing that he had fully regressed. I was in Walmart and JJ was like 14 months old. And he was looking at a price tag and he was saying 147, 147. And so I come home and I'm really excited and I pulled up the computer to show Derek, and every number that I put in, he said it. Every letter I put in, he knew it. That was something that made us think that nothing is wrong, because he knows his letters and numbers before all the other kids know their letters and numbers. So it doesn't really matter that he can't hold a conversation. Around the time our daughter was born, we really started to notice that his development wasn't where it should have been. By the time that he was 2, he didn't have any words. The day we went to the evaluation, we sat in a room. 3 or 4 doctors are kind of in and out. They asked us question after question after question. We wanted to answer yes, he's doing that, but he wasn't. And so we sat there, no. And so after sitting there for hours, they just said it.
Your son is showing enough signs for us to be able to diagnose him with autistic disorder. I'm not sure that I heard a lot of what was said after that. I was in so much denial to begin with that when they told me what was going on, I just, surely they have something wrong.
That gut punch. I knew that's what we were going for. I knew that's what would happen. I didn't want to hear it. And I thought I was ready to hear it, but I wasn't. So
it was one of the worst things that I've ever had to hear. I don't know what we're gonna do from here. It was a quiet drive home.
That's my baby. That was my baby. And it really hurt. So we hurt for a long time. I thought we were done for. I thought that everything that I had in mind for JJ to do, he would never do those things.
Those dreams were just kind of
Gone.
yeah, they just kind of just left. It was...
After 2 days of not talking, we had family members that called us and said, hey, there's an autism walk, y'all should go. I was not interested. I wasn't ready to go to anything that had to do with autism. He pushed for us to go, and he said, let's just go.
See.
So we went to the walk, and I spoke to a lady, and she asked me if I had a child with autism, and I said yes, he was diagnosed 2 days ago. And she was like, you're still in the fog. She brought me over to the AAROC table. I talked to Diana for a little while. It was just comfort. And she got my information, and
brought life back. Even in the car, it brought a lot of life back.
I was okay after that.
We were okay. Let's do what we need to do, because he will do the things that we had dreamed about, and we would do our part as his parents, because it's our responsibility to help him. You know, that day kind of sparked the fight back in us for him.
After your diagnosis is you just feel lost.
There's this void. There's this, what do we do? What's the next step? And AAROC is the next step.
They truly mean the world to us and what they've been able to do for us.
The first class we went to, there were several other parents. Several of them had kids the same age, and they were doing the same thing that Jay was doing. And it felt good to be around other parents that were frustrated. That day we learned a lot. We learned a lot about our children. Not so much autism, but we learned about our child. And it made so much sense. And I never thought that the behaviors were for a reason. It was the best day we had in a really, really long time. We were so excited.
They offered the classes. It was just on autism at first, and then they offered a class on all the paperwork that you have to do now that you have a child that's diagnosed.
Yeah, AAROC really guided us through a lot of that gauntlet. I mean, there was just so much paperwork and so many wrong turns you could take.
They have helped us time and time again. It was never a, well, the classes are over, or come back to another class. They have stayed on the phone with me for hours with solutions. Everybody's happy. We're happy now. We have, grandparents are happy because they were able to go to the classes, and now they know what to do with their grandchild.
Yeah, it was like night and day. Went from being diagnosed and talking to the people at AAROC.
You only hear what your child will never be able to do, and AAROC lets you know what they will do, what they can do. It's been life-changing being involved with AAROC.
I can't tell you how big of a difference it has made for us in the life of Alex, because we wouldn't have known where to go or what to do if it hadn't been for them. I don't know what Alex's progression would have been like, but I can tell you it wouldn't be where he is now. It wasn't them just telling us what to do. It was also a supportive system. Everybody there actually cared about us and what happened to our family. And that's something you wouldn't expect.
To have an organization that you feel that they care. It's not their motto. You know that they care. They don't need to tell you. You know that they're always there to help.
They give 110%, everything that they have to help families. And I am truly, truly thankful for them and for everything that they've done for us. My son teaches me something new every single day. And it's amazing from what his diagnosis was to where he is now that we learn from him. He teaches us.
I oftentimes think about where we would be had I not gone to the walk that day. Where we would be had I not gone to the classes or the trainings. It is a scary thought. The only way that we can enjoy our child again is because of AAROC. We have our child back. The baby that we had all the hopes and dreams for is back.